Hey guys, welcome back. Before I get started, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my episode. I don't take it for granted at all, and I just want to let you know that I really appreciate it. So the other day that I went to a park to play some volleyball. If you have been following me, you know that I love playing volleyball. And then for a moment, a thought came to my mind that I saw a really good player, and then I compared myself with that player. I told myself that, man, that guy have it all. He have everything he need, and he good at volleyball. He have a really strong physical. He have everything. Like he's like look like damn. And I compare him to myself, and I told myself that, man, I'm not good enough. And that's like, hey, there's a reason why I haven't accomplished everything I wanted in life, because I'm not good enough. Because I'm not really physically strong like that guy. I'm not that good looking like that guy. Like my thought right away that I compare myself to that guy. But since I have been working on myself a lot of the time, so I easily can push out that thought in myself out. But if I look at myself like a year ago or like several years ago in the past, my mind really tricked me into comparing myself and then recall all the past story, that the time that I failed in the past, the time that I got rejection, the time that I didn't do well in school, the time that I didn't do well at work. They remind me of all the past stories, why I didn't have what I want in life, and why I failed so many times in the past. And my mind right away used those stories to devalue my self-worth, to continue to put me into the traps of living an average life, living a life that I self-sabotage myself. I think this example is not far different from many aspects of life. When we don't have what we want yet, and we're working towards to what we want, and in the process of working towards that, there will be so many times that we will fail. And every time we fail, we right away look at our past stories. We look at our past experiences where we didn't succeed in the past. And we use those stories to justify that why we are not good enough, why we are not worthy of greatness. And we continue to justify our decision based on the past stories. And that leads us to our choices to stay average. We make every decision in our life based on our past stories. So the point I want to say is, we often live in the past instead of focus on the present, instead of focus on the future. We often live in the past. And one of the easiest way that we often do to ourselves is because we compare ourselves to other people. We love comparing ourselves to our neighbor, to our friends, to our classmates, to our co-workers. And then we use our bullshit past story to justify why the comparison is right, why we are average, why we are not good enough. When we're doing this, we just do more harm than good to our life. And that's why, even when you try to use some affirmation to make yourself feel good, you don't really believe in it. For some reason, it feels really weird that oftentimes when we tell ourselves that we are amazing, we are awesome, we are strong, we are intelligent, we are hard worker, we don't really believe it. We feel weird, like there's a little bit weird inside of us telling us that, man, this is weird, this is not who we are. Because why? We look at the past evidence to show us that we are not good enough. And that's why our brain don't really believe it. So I have to work it on myself so long to really change my mindset about what I talk to myself. Right? It's easy that when we tell our friends like, hey, you are amazing, you are capable of everything you want in life. But why can't we tell that to ourselves? So you say that affirmation doesn't work. But the problem it doesn't work is because deep down at the subconscious level, you don't really believe it. You have to believe every fiber of your body. That's when affirmation will work really well. When you say that you are amazing, you have to really believe it. And let me tell you this, you are really amazing, you are really beautiful. But you have to overcome your past stories. Some of the bullshit story, the self-limiting belief that you have, that you tell yourself in the past. that you use those bullshit stories to tell you that you are not good enough. Let's say that you really want to get a dream job to work at Google or Microsoft. And then the moment when you apply and you got a rejection letter, you told yourself that, see, in the past I failed. In the past I'm not good at school. In the past I'm not really good at math. In the past my parents told me that I'm stupid. You use those stories and then you justify for your action. Then you stay average again. That's the problem. But it's really simple is you got rejection because they not really looking for you at that time. You just have to try it again in the future. You just have to try a different approach. You may need to make some connection with the people who work at Google or Microsoft. That's all you need to focus. But what do you often do to yourself? You think about the past every time you failed. Now you self-sabotage yourself. But all you need is, hey, this is one rejection. All I need is do different approach and continue to try again and again until I get what I want. That's all you need to do. And in the process of when you're doing it, you have to really believe it. You have to believe with every fiber of your body. That's when the affirmation like you are amazing, you are intelligent, you are capable of everything will actually work. My friend, let me tell you this, you are capable of so many things. But oftentimes when we compare ourselves to others, we often put others in the pedestal. We give them some type of credibility that way higher than us. And then we devalue our self-worth. We think to ourselves that we are not good enough. No, you are good enough. What really killing you, let me say it again, what really killing you is when you compare yourself to somebody else's life, then you see yourself not good enough. Then you use your bullshit past story to tell yourself that you are not good enough. So what you need to do is figure out what you want in life. What you need to do is stop comparing yourself to others. Figure out what you want in life and figure out what action that you need to take today or even now that move you closer to your goals to accomplish whatever you want in the future. And then if you fail, you just have to do it again, try it again. Don't give any more meaning than it's just one rejection. It's just one failure. Leave it there and take next action to move yourself closer to your goals. Stop giving some of the bullshit story that telling you that you are not good enough. Maybe you're not really good at math in the past and you want to become an engineer. Yes, all you need to do is change your habit. Continue to study, continue to put in a time to become really good at math. Stop giving a story about that, oh, your first grade teacher told you that you're not really good at math and therefore you cannot become an engineer, a teacher. Stop giving those stories a meaning. Figure out what action you need to take and do it. It's funny though because we do it more often than we want to believe. We often look at other people's strengths and devalue ourselves. For some reason, it's easy to tell ourselves that we are not good enough instead of telling others that, hey, they are not good enough. For some reason that our mind often believe that, okay, we are not good enough and we need to fix ourselves over and over again. For some reason, we like to believe that. My friend, at the end of the day, you have to be the one that trusts yourself and go for what you want. I do believe that trusting yourself or believing yourself is a skill that you have to learn and remind yourself daily. This is the key. Trusting yourself and believing yourself is a skill. It's not something that somebody born naturally. Nobody born naturally. Everybody have self-doubt. A void of self-doubt always try to find an opportunity when you are weak to get into your mind. Your job is to keep reminding yourself that you are enough, you are worthy of everything, you are capable of everything you wanted. Stop doing the shit that lower your self-worth. Stop using some bullshit story in the past to justify for your action today that you are not good enough and that's why the only path for you is to stay average. Stop doing that to yourself. The past is over. Let me say it. The past is over. What's really matter now is you have to ask yourself what you really want. Figure out what you really want. And then figure out what action that you need to take to move you there. Then believe in yourself and take action. And I know you will fail. And here's the important thing. When you fail, it will become the past. And when it's become the past, stop giving any more attention. Stop giving any more meaning. That's it. Period. It is your past. Now you need to do is to take the next action. Do it over and over again. Try a different approach. And eventually, you will accomplish what you want. That's all you need. You are not broken. You don't lack anything. All you need to do is you want more in life. And when you want more in life, whatever that you want, when you figure out what you want, you put in the action and you do it. That's it. Eventually, you will get what you want. Just simple as that. Failure, rejection, embarrassment. They are all part of the process. What if I tell you that you need to go to that party and get failure and get embarrassment and you don't get any those numbers? What if I tell you that is part of the process? And many times and oftentimes you just have different expectations. You tell yourself before you go to that party that I will be an awesome gal. But little did you know that that's the process. You need to go to that party and get no contact and you don't get along with anybody. And that's the process. But you often do to yourself if you tell yourself that, see, I'm not good enough. See, nobody wanna talk to me. Like you come up with all a bullshit story that you have one time in the past and you tell yourself that why you're not good enough, then you sabotage yourself. But all of that is just a process. The reason that you feel so worthless about yourself because every time you fail, you give the meaning to that bullshit story. And that's what you are the one that's really self-sabotage yourself. Here you go, my friend. That is the single most important thing that you need to know about belief. You need to know about yourself in order to change your life. It's all start with you that you need to trust yourself. Figure out what you want and take the action. And stop giving failure any meaning. That's all. Every time you fail, it becomes the past. Whether it's 3 seconds ago or it's 3 years ago, it's all the past. Focus on the now. Focus on what you can take action now. That's all you need to worry. And my friend, when you see others get what you want, that is their life. Don't give any meaning. That's why you haven't accomplished that yet. All you need to know that you are in the process. You are taking daily action to accomplish what you want in life. Eventually, with enough time and effort, you will. And in the meantime, trust yourself. You are enough. You are capable of everything because you know that all you need to do is the action and time, and you will accomplish what you want. I hope you got the value out of this episode. This is one of the most important episodes that you really need to learn. You really need to know about self-help in your journey to success, in your journey to your destination. Figure out what you want. Stop giving a bullshit meaning for your past failures, and then take action. That's all you need. Failure, embarrassment, and rejection, they are all part of the process. They are normal. The stress, the problem comes when you give a failure more meaning than it should be. That's all, my friend. Life just that simple. Don't complicate it. Hey, I hope you got the value of this episode, and if you did, please share with at least one friend that you know. That will help this channel a lot. As always, this is a reminder for yourself. You are enough. You are capable of anything you wanted. And you are a beautiful human being. Until next time, thank you.